Now we're going to look at the rounded or Romanesque arch. Most arches have some degree of moulding on them, so we're going to start with a modified cube. This one has had one of its faces swept several times to form the decoration. Move the object down a little. Now make a plane primitive that overlaps it on all sides. Right-click on the Booleans tool and switch off triangulation. Now Boolean intersect the object with the plane to leave us with a slice through the object. Go into point editing mode, select the face and left-click on the Lathe Object tool. Now right-click on the Lathe Object tool to open the Lathe Properties panels. Set the segments to about 32 and the angle to 180. The number of segments will determine how smooth the arch is, and you should make a decision based on how detailed you want your model to be. Switching to a front view gives a clearer idea of what's going on. Now set the radius to reflect the span of your arch. Remember that this figure must be given in meters, so if you model in feet, like me, you'll need to make a conversion. My arch is going to have a radius of 2.5 meters, or just over 8 feet. Click the Lathe tool again to sweep the arch. To make the keystone, start again with a slice, and use the Lathe tool to sweep it. This time it's only for 10 degrees, and you'll only need 3 segments. You should not change the radius though. You'll find that you can now rotate it into position, although a couple of tweaks will be needed to get it into exactly the right size and place. I'm just going to drag it forwards a little and make it a little bit taller than the rest of the arch. Now we need to make a wall to fill the gaps between the arches. This is done quite simply and roughly by Boolean subtracting a cylinder from a cube. Now we'll reload the parts of the arch we've already made, and we can see how it all fits together. If you like, you can use Boolean Union to join all the pieces together, because this reduces the polygon count a little. And now, by putting together elements from this and previous sections, we can start to build a Romanesque colonnade.